So let's say that we have x minus 4y plus 3x minus 2y plus 3. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get together my like terms. So I have x here. All right, so I have one x. I'm going to do that in red. So this is not an x, so I can't circle that in red or put a square on that, but I can this. I want you to make sure you put a square around the operation and the term itself, okay? Because you're saying this is a positive 3x. So we don't have any more x's. So now let's deal with the next term we have, which is y. So I have negative 4y. I know that says minus 4y. What we need to understand is that negative 4 and minus 4 are the same two things. So I have minus 4y or negative 4y, and then I have a negative 2y. Okay? So I have two things of negatives. So now, the only other thing we have not put anything around is this 3, and that's our constant. So we don't have any other constants, so we can just group that by itself.
Now put them like terms together now, y'all.
So that all my like terms are together. So I have my x here. Okay, then I have a plus 3x. Then I had a minus 4y and a minus 2y. And then finally, I had a plus 3. So I can add together the things that are the same color. So I can add together x plus 3x. So to help us visualize this, I'm going to use chips. So let me get some out. I have a positive x, and I'm adding 3 positive x's to that. So now I have an x, I add 3 positive x to that. So that would be 4 positive x's. So that would be that answer. Okay, so now let's imagine now I have negatives. So I'm going to flip these over. I have 4 negative y's. Minus 2 is the same thing as saying I'm adding a negative 2. So I got 2 negatives. So when I look at it in total, we count these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are negative. So I have negative 6y. And then finally, I have 3 positive constants. Don't add anything to that. So I'm just going to put a plus 3 on that. And so now all I have is 4x minus 6y plus 3. And that would be your final answer.
Problem number 2.
So now let's look at another problem, another situation. I have 10x plus 12 minus 6x plus 2y minus 5. So once again, the first thing I'm going to try to accomplish is group my things together. Let's circle the like terms that go together. So I have 10x. So now I go through my expression and say, do I have any other x's? And I do, right here. Now, just like in the last problem, I need to make sure I include the sign. Okay, so that means that's a negative 6x. Yes, it's minus 6x, but that means the same thing as negative 6x. So next, I have a constant of 12. Okay, so I'm going to use purple for it. So I have a constant of 12. My other constant in the problem is this negative 5 here. Okay, so then the only thing left is we have one y term. We have that plus 2y.
Now put them like terms together now, y'all.
So now I'm going to add my like terms. So I have 10x minus 6x. So I got that from here and here. Then I don't care where you put next. I'm going to put the y next. So I do plus 2y. And of course, we don't have any others. And then I'm going to do my constants. So I have plus 12 minus 5. So of course, those come from these two places. So now let's add our like terms. If I have 10 positives. So let's line those up. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's say we have 6 negatives. Like this, okay? So we're trying to combine these. Well, every single positive and negative is going to cancel each other.
Y'all gonna cancel or make me bust a blood vessel.
Okay, so what I mean by that, let me move the camera out a little bit. What I mean by that is that this and this cancel each other. So I go away. So we're going to do that for every single one we compare up. So we compare these up, compare these up, compare these, compare these, and compare these. So all I'm left with is 4 positives. So that means our answer here is a positive 4x. So I have positive 4x left over when I combine those. So then I don't have any y's, so I can bring that down. So I have plus 2y. Then I have 12 positives. So let me line up all my positives here. So there's my 12 positives. And then I have 5 negatives. So I have 5 red tokens. And of course, every red one is going to cancel a yellow. So these cancel, these cancel, these cancel, these cancel, and these cancel. So all I'm left with are 7 positive tokens. So I'd have a plus 7 on the end of that. So now I want you to try to answer some of these using that same method if you need to cancel your positives and negatives.